Good morning and welcome to the South Norfolk July 4th Parade. I'm Heath Covey from Chesapeake Public Communications, joined as always by our
Jeff
South
Rowland.
North expert Jeff Rowland. We are excited to be here. This is the true hometown parade for Chesapeake. It's a beautiful day. Yes, it rained yesterday. Yes, it's hot. It's supposed to be. It's July. We are excited to be here. Jeff, it is a fabulous day to be in South Norfolk.
Absolutely, and happy 247th birthday, America. We're glad to be here, and it looks like, guess what? Here comes the Motor Patrol.
That's right. We're ready to get started. We got a great crowd here. People of all ages. Everybody from South Norfolk has turned out all along the route. We're here along Bainbridge Boulevard.
Got a great crowd out here
And
today.
it is a great time. As always, our Chesapeake Police Motorcycle Unit is leading the way. We couldn't have a parade in Chesapeake without them. They do a fabulous job of traffic control all year round. They do funeral escorts, and they are just loving leading our parade here today. It is so much fun, and we are so excited to be here.
You know the parade's here when you hear the sirens.
That's right. Those blue lights and sirens are a good thing this time.
Absolutely.
So we'll see who's coming up here next. Chesapeake Television is always proud to be in South Norfolk to cover the parade. We appreciate the South Norfolk Civic League and everything they do to put on the parade. It is a major undertaking, 60-some units, and people, like I say, from all over the community, from South Norfolk and beyond are here. They had spots staked out probably a good 2 hours before we started, and they are ready to have a good time.
We're looking forward to a wonderful day. Got nice sunshine out. We're good to go.
Chesapeake Fire Department is here. There, you'll see them a little bit later. There we go. Like I say, it's a good time to see those blue lights flashing today. You don't want to see them any other time, and we know you don't. We know everybody out there is being safe on the streets here in Chesapeake.
And they're followed by the Chesapeake Police Honor Guard.
Bringing in the flag to start this beautiful patriotic day. Honor Guard participates in a lot of ceremonies around the city. We have honor guards from all three of our public safety services, and sometimes they come together and do it in a mixed group. Always proud to show the colors, bring in the city flag, the Virginia flag, the police flag there. They are excited to be here with us as well.
Oh, we got a little extra in the parade
Oh,
today.
we got a fire truck coming through here. That's engine
Just had
2.
the ambulance.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're actually doing an actual call here, so we're going to let them do their thing and not be part of the parade, but we're happy to see they're on the ball ready to go. Even with the parade going on, our police and fire and sheriff's offices are all working 24/7. Doesn't matter if it's a holiday, they're out there ready to protect and serve and respond to anything that might happen, parade or no.
There we go. Now we're back.
Now we're back in business.
And it actually looks like these motorcycle police are having a fun time this morning.
That's right. It always amazes me how they can go that slow and keep that bike upright. It's just fascinating. I'd be laying on the ground needing that ambulance. And there we see again the police honor guard coming in. And who is that coming behind them,
The
Jeff?
South Norfolk Civic League, a proud sponsor of this event, established in 1915, one of the oldest civic leagues in the area.
City of South Norfolk, for those of you who don't know, merged with Norfolk County back in 1963 to create the city of Chesapeake. South Norfolk is the historic area of the city. There's beautiful architecture, wonderful homes, businesses. We just love being here in South Norfolk.
And they're followed by the Cape Henry Ford Model A Club. Cape Henry Model A Ford Club was established in 1978. It's got over 120 members from North Carolina and Virginia. They're dedicated to the restoration, preservation, and display of the Model A Ford.
The Model A Ford, replaced the famous Model T that you hear about. And in a production run from 1928 to 1931, just 3 years, they built about 5.1 million Model A Fords, many of them right here at the Ford Assembly Plant in Norfolk. I imagine a lot of folks from South Norfolk worked on some of those cars, maybe some of these cars we see right here.
Absolutely. And they've got them decked out, too. And there with them, they've got,
Did we just see it?
got Alan Moore in his restored Jeep Willie.
We see the Warner radio Model A. There's
So
Model
many
A's.
different models there.
That's right.
There's your Jeep with Alan and his family.
Those Jeep Willies helped win World War II, that's for sure. Thousands and thousands of those fought the war.
And there's Mayor Rick West.
Where he is.
And his family.
He is riding along in that Jeep, his wife Vicki and his grandchildren. They're enjoying the day.
It's a beautiful day to be out in the parade. And look, there's our Grand Marshal, Councilman Jeff Bunn. The Honorable Jeff Bunn was elected in November of 2022. He's a lifelong resident of Chesapeake, and he served in the Chesapeake City for over 37 years.
Jeff worked in Parks and Rec and Tourism and Economic Development. He served on the school board for 14 years and is really excited to be here as Grand Marshal of the parade. And following him is U.S. Congressman Bobby Scott, who represents the 3rd District in the U.S. House. He's been there from 1978. He started actually in the Virginia House of Delegates in 78.
And there's Victoria Prophet, our Commissioner of Revenue. She was elected in November 2021, began her office in January 1st, 2022. Prior to Commissioner of Revenue, Victoria served as chairman of the Chesapeake School Board.
Following Victoria, we've got the Chesapeake Republican Committee and their candidates coming up for the November election. They've got Tony Goodwin, candidate for Virginia Senate in the new 18th District, Mike Durig, candidate for delegate in the 91st District, and Baxter Ennis, candidate for delegate in the 90th District. And that election comes up the first Tuesday in November. Be a lot of different races going on in that election. Be sure and follow along for that.
Oh, Heath, here's a crowd favorite. The Grub Grove Horse Farm. They're located in the Bowers Hill area of Chesapeake. They offer riding lessons and summer day camps to members of the Hampton Roads community for over 20 years, from ages 7 to 70.
Ooh, they could even get me on a horse. Those are the most patriotic horses and riders I think I've ever seen.
Absolutely. They are decked out for this parade today.
They do a lot of work with the scouting programs, with the Deep Creek Ruritans, their teen enrichment program, and assisted living groups. You know, horses are great therapeutic animals, teaching empathy, confidence, communication, and social skills. And just amazes me how calm those horses are here in this crowd today.
With all this going on around them, they are just standing tall.
They've got the horses held up for a second. I'm not quite sure what we're doing here, but they're waiting to see what's going on. They are looking proud to represent the farm and the country today.
I tell you what, I'm amazed that they're all dressed identical. And
I know it. I've seen groups of people that aren't.
the horses are even painted up.
That's right. Oh, and there we go. Some
There's
young
our
folks
crowd.
Here. Yeah, everybody loves the parade.
Hey, here we go.
And there we go. They'll move on. Spread their patriotic.
Got the
message.
stars and stripes painted on the horse.
That's what a great looking group they are.
There we go.
All right, coming up next
Is Senator Louise Lucas, who has served in the Virginia Senate since 1992, representing the 18th District.
She became the president pro tem of the Virginia Senate in 2020. She serves as chair of the Senate Education and Health Committee and is a member of the Commerce and Labor and Finance and Appropriations, Judiciary and Rules Committee. A very active lady who serves us here in the Senate from the.
Got the stars painted on the horses.
There comes Senator Lucas and her folks. Happy to be here and joining us in the parade today, fighting for all of us in Chesapeake and all of her district in the 18th District. And Louise is followed by
Delegate Cliff Hayes of the Virginia House of Delegates. Delegate Hayes is joined by his wife Keisha and their daughters Felicia and Tanisha. Delegate Hayes was raised in South Norfolk and a graduate of Oscar Smith High School. Go Tigers. He served as a Chesapeake City Councilman for 8 years and is now representing us in the Virginia House of Delegates in the 77th District. Looks like Cliff's having a ball.
It does. The whole family's enjoyed it. Oh, Miss Hayes has got it together. She's got a fan there.
Yeah, but if you know Cliff, Cliff's always taking pictures.
He is. All right. Coming up next, we've got the Sheriff's Honor Guard coming in behind Delegate Hayes and his family. The Sheriff's Honor Guard participates in many events around the community. They do great work. It's all made up of sheriff's deputies and officers from the Sheriff's Department. They spend a lot of time practicing and rehearsing and preparing their skills, and they're led by a couple of Sheriff's Department motorcycles.
There you go. Can't ever get too much of the Stars and Stripes on
That's right. That's
July
right.
4th. They're all out. 30 minutes.
All right. We know that we got a lot of units on the street right now here in South Norfolk. This parade winds through the community. Coming down here to see these
look
good
at
folks.
the outfits.
Ah,
Yeah,
there we go. We are ready for a parade.
And the honor guard is followed by the undersheriff, David Rosario.
David Rosado has been undersheriff now for about a year. He's been with the Sheriff's Department for many, many years, worked up through the ranks to the role of undersheriff. Undersheriff is the second in command of the Sheriff's Office. They do just so many great things in the community. They're in charge of managing the correctional center, the security in the courts. They do process service, all sorts of things. They handle an average of almost 800 inmates a day.
Wow.
David, there's David.
David.
And some of you may know him as Magic Dave. He uses his magic skills to help teach a lot of things.
And he's followed by the sheriff's pink cancer awareness car.
The Sheriff's Department has their car to use as a survivor, to reminder to support victims of every type of cancer. They've got the pink car. It's a regular working sheriff's car. You'll see it on the streets every day. And there are other pink vehicles in the city as well, fire truck, regular police car, all in city support, being the city that cares in support of victims of cancer.
And he's followed by Chesapeake Commonwealth's attorney, Matt Hamill. As the chief prosecutor for Virginia's second largest city, his office has 30 prosecutors and seeks justice on behalf of victims, the citizens, and the city of Chesapeake.
Matt's joined by his wife and family in the parade. Matt was a city council member prior to being being elected Commonwealth's attorney. We're happy to have him here in South Norfolk today. Look at that little one.
Ah, they're passing beads out.
There we go. Spreading the patriotic.
There you go.
Up next, coming in behind Commonwealth's attorney Hamill, we've got the two Amandas. We'll get you.
Amanda Newens and Amanda Dean.
Nope.
Councilwoman Newens.
And school board member Amanda Dean. Okay, there we are back with Matt Hamill again. And there we are. That's council member Amanda Newens up on the back of the car there. She was first elected to city council last year. She's in her first term.
They're grateful to be here today and blessed to be able to represent the city, our schools, and most importantly, the citizens of Chesapeake.
And they encourage you, if you've got a question or feel like you're not being heard, contact the Amandas and they'll do what they can to help.
And there's Councilman Daniel Whitaker, who was elected in November 2022. He's also an Oscar Smith grad.
Lifelong resident of the city of Chesapeake, attended the Chesapeake Career Center, and is president of D2W Electric, which serves the south side of Hampton Roads and northeastern North Carolina.
He's got his family up there with him.
Enjoying the beautiful weather and the beautiful day here in South Norfolk.
And he's followed by Councilwoman Ella Ward.
Go ahead.
She's actually serving her fifth term on city council. She was a Portsmouth school educator for 35 years and served on the Chesapeake School Board, as well as a member of the Virginia Board of Education and CNU Board of Visitors.
She's been married to Herman, who I believe is driving for 58 years. Here we've got Chesapeake Police Chief Mark Selesky, a 35-year veteran of the police department. Is that Mark?
No,
I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
That is the antique
police car from
police
Chesapeake.
car.
It's a little older than Mark.
1963. From the original.
That car served when the city merged and became the city of Chesapeake.
Oh, Heath, this is part you never want to see in front of your house.
That's right. Chesapeake SWAT team. They are here with their armored vehicle. And they do a lot of warrant service and support, a lot of other great service in the city, but again, you don't particularly want to see them unless you really need them.
They're a highly trained unit for special operations.
They are. And the officers who participate in the SWAT team do that as a collateral duty in addition to the other great work they do within the city. So they do extra training. It's a lot of work, but they do a great job.
And there's our police recruiting unit, which is now hiring certified police officers who wish to transfer into the Chesapeake Police Department.
You can transfer if you're already an officer, or you can come in as a trainee. And candidates are paid to train and provided with all the necessary equipment. You can find out more from them at ChesapeakePolice.com.
And there's our Fire Chief Edmund Elliott. He's guided more than 450 members with a mission of protecting and improving our quality of life by providing responsive and caring service. They actually handle over 34,000 calls a year.
There we see Medic 1 and Engine 1, which operate out of 20th Street, 1201 20th Street in the heart of South Norfolk. They handle the calls from homes to businesses to the waterfront. They do a little bit of everything.
There you go. Everybody loves to see the ladder truck.
That's right. Ladder 2 operates out of, you guessed it, Station 2 on Freeman Avenue.
Portlock.
In Portlock. They're called the
That's right.
Castle of the Sleepless Nights because they spend a lot of nights running calls here in South Norfolk. 3,300 engine calls in 2021 alone.
Wow. I'd always like to drive the back end of that thing, but they won't let me get anywhere near it.
Nope. Chief Elliott says he's not going to have anybody doing that. We don't need to be buying new cars for people.
That's what it would be.
It would be for me too.
Chesapeake Parks and Recreation and Tourism. They have 22 passenger motor coach that travels throughout the Peninsula and Southside with members of their 21 senior clubs and a variety of pursuits, including Chesapeake tours, historical tours, and therapeutic recreation programs.
They've got Chesapeake history painted right on the side of that. Following them comes into the Chesapeake Public Library with 7 locations you need to visit soon. Not only do they have books, they have services, experiences. You can watch movies, you can download ebooks from their website, you can participate in the summer reading program, something for everybody.
And now we've got our honorary Grand Marshal. This year's honorary Grand Marshal is Charlie Hackworth. He's accompanied by his wife, Dorothy. They are the owners of Hackworth Graphics, Printing, and Technology on Liberty Street in South Norfolk. They're celebrating 50 years of service to the community.
If you need it printed, Charlie can print it for you. Up next, we've got the Southside Civic League. They're founded by Reverend James McNeil, who James McNeil Park was named after for his dedication to the community. Now under President Antonio Person, Southside will continue serving the South Norfolk community, and we're excited to have them with us today.
Yes, we are. And now we've got the Marching Tigers. All right.
They are coming down here, getting ready to play us some great music.
And there's our scholarship winners. Kelsey Bethea, Oscar Smith High School, class of 2023. She'll be attending Radford University, as well as Kiera Jones. She'll be attending VCU in the fall, where she'll be majoring in nursing.
Here come the Marching Tigers. Marching Tigers are proud representatives of Oscar Smith. They can be seen performing at football games and many regional competitions, coming off their most winning season ever, and look forward to another great season under the direction of Mr. Benjamin Glosser and drum major Shannon Perkle and Connor Dumas. Let's give them a little listen.
They are dressed nicely.
They are. That blue and gold shining bright in this beautiful sunshine.
And you know, I'm a former Marching Tiger.
Always a Tiger. Once a Tiger,
Once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Now, what did you play in the band, Joe?
I played the clarinet.
There you go. There you go.
They're having fun.
They are. And that's what this parade is all about. It's a good time in the community and good time to be out and enjoy being here in beautiful South Norfolk.
Absolutely.
And
they're followed by Tiny Tigers.
Oh.
Portlock Primary PTA. They're a group of parents, teachers, students, and community members who advocate for our Tiny Tigers. Peace, love, and Portlock.
There you go. They are in the spirit. All right, here we've got South Norfolk Martial Arts, established in 2011 for ages 4 and up. Talk about your tiny. Their mission is to improve the community one student at a time.
And Master Rick Phelps leads that group. He started it. They meet at Southgate Shopping Center, and they do a wonderful job of providing services throughout the summer. for students.
Martial arts is a great program. It's a lot more than just breaking things.
Absolutely. They build children.
They really do. They really do. They learn a lot about self-discipline and confidence. It's a great program. And they've got their flags waving.
Looks like they're in good shape.
They do. They look like they're ready to get it done today.
They got their fans going, though.
I tell you, if we weren't sitting under this shade tree, I would too.
And there's the South Norfolk Women's Club. They're a 73-year-old local service organization which features a salute to all branches of the military. Thank you for your courage, honor, and service. Gotta have some motorcycles.
That's right. That's right. Rumbling right along.
And here's the South Norfolk Ruitons. President Steve Huntley. They're a national organization dedicated to improving communities and building a better America through fellowship, goodwill, and community service.
Now, who do I know who's the South Norfolk Ruiton? All. I'm glad they've got a lot of
There's
folks.
a bunch of them.
They are. You can't go through South Norfolk and not meet a Ruiton.
Got that right.
Victory Chapter Order of the Eastern Star is next.
They meet at 509 North George Washington Highway on the second and fourth Monday of each month. The Order of the Eastern Star is a Masonic appendant body open to Masons and their ladies. They were established in 1850.
Up next, we've got coming here
Chesapeake Men for Progress.
New Men for Progress.
They were established in 2005 and provide leadership in Chesapeake that promotes civic, political, moral, social, and religious involvement.
Go ahead.
The
Sorry.
organization has worked to safeguard the personal and civil rights of all Chesapeake citizens. Mr. Cliff Randolph is the president of New Men for Progress, and Mr. Alexander is the president of New Chesapeake Men for Progress Education Foundation. And there we've got the Hampton Roads Hepcat Honeys. They are promoting a broad spectrum of pinup culture that is inclusive of all women, no matter their culture, traditions, or beliefs, languages, disabilities, body type, and lifestyles, while unifying under their love of social activism and helping their community.
And here we've got the Philippine Cultural Center of Virginia with the reigning Little Miss Phil Fest, Reagan Luzon, and reigning Miss Polly Fest, Ariana Medina, here in the first vehicle parading along.
And the reigning Miss Philippines coming behind them.
That's be Melly Bautista, Miss Luzon, Virginia, 2023, Aline Hogado, Miss Vicious, Daisy Hep, Miss Mindanao, Jane Cullen, and the Te Ori Okione Tia Mai performing traditional Polynesian dances.
That was a mouthful, Heath.
It was. I'm going to take a break. Well, we are so happy to have them here.
We're glad to have them. They're here every year. And here we have Hannah Lee Tourneau, is United States of America's Mrs. 2023, formerly Mrs. Virginia 2023. Hannah won her title in March and will continue working and volunteering within her Virginia community and throughout the United States.
They're followed up by the Virginia Youth Regiment, which is a living history reenactment group with members primarily ages 8 to 18. The mission of the regiment is to educate youth to be ambassadors of 18th century American history and culture pertaining to the Revolutionary War. And there's certainly a lot of that here in the city of Chesapeake.
And they are draped out in their colonial costumes.
That's right. Chesapeake being home to the Battle of Great Bridge, we take our revolutionary history very seriously.
Absolutely.
Coming up next.
A crowd favorite is the Shriners.
The Khedive Shrine Center has been in existence for more than 100 years. The goal is supporting Shriners Hospital for Children, medically treating children regardless of the family's ability to pay. This is their golf cart unit coming in first.
Oh, there's Uncle Sam on top.
He may have the best seat in the house.
Absolutely. Here comes a fan favorite, the mini 18-wheeler.
Mini 18-wheeler, that's led by Captain Gil Sawyer. They've been around since 1994.
And we've got the divan.
The divan is the illustrious Sir Dick Wright.
Oh, there's my buddy Bob. Got him a mini 18-wheeler. Bob McBride. There we go. Got the mini flatbed.
They're ready. If somebody has a breakdown, there's even a mini tow truck coming up there. There he goes. There'll be no blocking the parade with the
Oh,
Shriners
here come a fan favorite. The Hillbillies and the Clowns.
The Clowns led by Chris Belvin and the Hillbillies led by John Stillman.
They were both established in 1948. They've been around a while.
They have been providing a lot of entertainment and a lot of care for children. Shriners do an amazing amount of work. That does not
Yes,
look like
they
any
do.
hillbilly
You
golf
know,
cart I've ever seen.
No, they support over 21 Shriners hospitals for children that do medically treating children regardless of the family's ability to pay.
That's amazing. There's a hill. Oh, he caught him a squirrel on the parade route.
Oh, are they going to cook him?
I
No,
don't know.
I
They
hope
wouldn't
not.
do that.
I hope not.
No. He's a South Norfolk squirrel. He'll get back out. He'll be over here in Lakeside Park at the end of the parade looking for a handout.
Oh, the Clowns are trying to get them to come down. Oh, they got to get the Clowns together.
Up here he comes.
They got one poking.
Can't have a dawdling clown. We can't have that. You can't have a parade without clowns.
Here comes the Hillbilly Band.
There they come.
It's amazing. These units go all over the country.
They do. And I'll tell you, those trucks and cars, they take more time polishing them than I do my own car.
Yes, they do. They take great pride in
They sure do.
producing a good product.
The band's playing right along down the parade route.
They're all decked out in their red, white, and blue.
And here comes the
I think we
Hillbillies.
got every one of the Hillbillies in there today.
There you see going through the other way is the police bicycle group. They do a lot of work in our community, a lot of in the neighborhoods, community policing. Really great to see them out here today helping keep the parade moving.
We love seeing them in South Norfolk and Port Lock.
Yep.
They do a lot of good work.
They sure do. They get right in there, meet with the kids and adults too, and everybody, understands each other. That makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Now here comes the Khedive Autos, their antique auto group, led by Captain Bob Wadsworth. Some pretty vehicles coming through.
There.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you so much.
He's got a good ride
Good
today.
day.
That's right.
Happy 4th.
Fun to be a Shriner. There you go. That's the way to go. Advertise.
Absolutely.
That's a good-looking Mustang, too. There we go.
They've got those cars all shined up, ready to roll.
They do. Patriotic red right out there.
Oh.
Shriner's red.
That's right. Look what I see behind them.
Oh, uh-oh. That must be the swashbucklers.
The swashbucklers are, matey.
They are here.
Are here.
They are joining the parade. Captain Wayne Sherman's got them sailing down the street here. And
Are, matey. Are, matey.
they're charging a buccaneer.
And they've got their ladies towed behind them.
That's right. The ladies
Lot-
are coming behind to keep them in order.
A lot of these groups are a family affair.
They sure are. Yep, the ladies of the Shrine do as much as the men for sure.
Absolutely.
And everybody has a good time doing it.
Absolutely.
They're going to be having their 10th annual pig picking in September.
All right. Now here you go.
Now what is this?
It's a new club. It's the Drifters. The Clyde Drifters.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Yeah, these guys have a lot of fun in the parades.
That's a big wheel I could get in.
Absolutely.
You think they'd let me try one of those?
I bet they'd let you try.
I bet they'd only do it once.
They get to rolling around, sliding around.
I hope our camera guy, Nick Delphi, out there doesn't get slid in. There he is. There we go.
Look at the smiles on their faces.
They have more fun than anybody. They bring a lot of fun, but they have.
Absolutely.
And we got the Khedive. Is that the Khedive carts coming behind them? Or is it the motor patrol?
It's the Arab Jeep Patrol.
The Arab Jeep Patrol, okay.
With Captain Chris Dell. And they were established in 1909.
1909.
Yeah, Captain Chris and his wife Amanda.
And some bigger Jeeps coming behind them.
And you know, these guys do an awful lot of good work. They not only provide for the children to go to these hospitals, but they also provide the transportation to and from, free of charge.
Everything's free of charge to the family.
Free of charge.
That is amazing. We love to see them out here, and we're happy to support them. The Jeep Patrol going through here again, all families. You know,
Absolutely.
Lots of families, lots of grandparents with grandkids who become Shriners. It's just a big family event. Oh, I hear a siren coming behind them.
The Old Donation Historical Fire Society is up next.
Old Dominion Historical Fire Society, established in 1978, preserve and restore interest in fire equipment. Their members go to from the state throughout Virginia, and they attend many events. They're recognized as one of the largest societies for the preservation and appreciation of antique motor fire apparatus.
That is a nicely restored fire engine right there.
Sure is. Served a lot of years out of the Kempsville section of Virginia Beach.
Oh, look at here. We got the Albemarle Antique Power Association from Selma, North Carolina. The president is Steve Stanley, and they meet the first Thursday of each month. They're a nonprofit organization based around preserving agricultural history through antique farm equipment demonstrations. They host an annual Classic Antique Farm Heritage Festival in Benson, North Carolina. Might have to check that out.
I'm telling you. Up next, we've got the League of Advocates, which is founded in 2019 to advocate for families in low-income communities. They're part of the Mayor's Task Force and also have a partnership with the City of Chesapeake for the Violence Interrupters Program.
And look at there, DAV Chapter 26 is represented. They're J. Robert Graham Chapter 26 of Disabled American Veterans. They meet at 1012 Kroll Avenue in Chesapeake on the second Tuesday of each month.
They've got the Boy Scouts proudly carrying their banner for them. There's scouting programs all over the city for all ages. We're excited to have them in the parade today.
Absolutely. Spent a few years as a scout myself.
I did too, and as a scoutmaster, my son's an Eagle Scout. We're very proud of him.
Congratulations.
Yep, been a great
what
thing
an honor.
for him. Yep.
And they're followed by the SSG Jonathan Killen Dozier Memorial VFW Post 2894 from Chesapeake, Virginia. Post Commander Jose Vasquez. They meet at 3329 South Battlefield Boulevard in the old fire station on the second Wednesday of each month. They sponsor the annual Baton Death March Memorial Walk. Their mission is to honor the fallen by helping the living.
We've got a mixture here at DAV and VFW folks. They all do a great job carrying on their patriotic pride. We thank all of them for their service, and we thank them for the service that they continue to give to our community.
Absolutely, and those that have served, they continue to serve them.
That's right. That's right. A lot of great work comes out of both of those organizations.
Absolutely.
There's Uncle Sam. He's leading the way. VFW
Got a large VFW contingent
We
there.
do. Staff Sergeant Dozier was a Chesapeake resident killed in action. We honor his memory and the memory of everybody from Chesapeake who's participated.
He died in the Iraq War in
He did.
2008 in July. We honor his memory.
And here we come up next. Coming behind them is the Hampton Roads Composite Squadron of the Civil Air Patrol. They are a longtime auxiliary of the Air Force, and of its total force, they operate a fleet of 560 aircraft. They're credited with saving 82 lives annually, the Civil Air Patrol is. They're a nonprofit, and they help provide STEM education, aerospace education, and their mentors serve as to 28,000 young people by their cadet program. Civil Air Patrol does a lot of work with help search and rescue as well.
Absolutely. They're busy folks.
This is Hudson Service Center, established in 1963, family-owned and operated towing company in Chesapeake. From big trucks to compact vehicles to hauling equipment, they do it all. They might even be able to tow those little Shriners cars if we needed them to.
I tell you what, I've seen some awful big wreckers come out of Hudson's. And there we've got the Stilettos 4H and Friends. They're a local group of motorcycle riders who participate in different organizations who help the 757 with lots of different needs, from autism, Alzheimer's, children's foundations, bikes for tykes, or just helping their neighbors. They ride to help our local community.
And this here, we've got Pray for America, organization that works to increase the level of prayer in the community.
And follow them, we've got WD Muhammad Islamic Center, is the first Muslim center in the city of Chesapeake, established in 1996.
Their prayer leader is Imam Ali Salam, with the first Muslim to open Chesapeake City Council in prayer.
And then they're followed by the 36-Degree Gladiators. They're named for the line that straddles the southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina. The goal of the 36-Degree Gladiators is to teach responsible ownership, care, and tread lightly techniques to preserve the environment. Representing the club today are two of the 5 founding members, Chris and Tim, and club member Sean.
And I have to admit, I did not know Chesapeake sat on the 36th line of latitude.
Learn something new every day.
Here in this beautiful blue and white truck, we've got the Tidewater Property Preservation and Tidewater Lights, a local family-owned exterior cleaning company. Tidewater Lights does a range of lighting services year-round for special events, holiday lights, or landscape lighting. They do both residential and commercial service.
And they are committed to high-quality service done to your complete satisfaction. Oh, what have we got? Whoa, that's the Grinch.
What is the Grinch doing in South Norfolk? We can't be Grinchly.
Why would the Grinch be here?
This is South Norfolk. It's all happy today. There's no Grinching in South Norfolk.
Absolutely. It's a Christmas thing.
I know it. Well, you know, it's Christmas in July, maybe.
What? Christmas in July?
Sure. Did you bring me a present? You forgot.
I tell you what, I got a hot dog and a hamburger back there for you.
Oh, well, okay, then hot dogs and hamburgers in Lakeside Park after this.
Remember, folks, there's all kinds of food and music and family fun. There's paddle boats. There's petting zoo.
Every year.
Children's games.
Every year on 4th of July in Lakeside Park, all from the South Norfolk Civic League. Our Parks and Rec Department's involved and a big partner in that.
Absolutely. Go back there and get you some fresh watermelon.
That's right. You come out next year and you enjoy it. It'll be here for you, we promise.
Absolutely.
I think something's about to happen here at the end, but I'm not sure
if
we're going to have to wait.
If you put up Christmas lights, what comes after Christmas lights?
A headache from falling off the ladder?
No, I stay off the ladder anymore.
Okay. That's why we have Tidewater Lights.
That's right. That's right.
Who inspects the Christmas lights and makes sure they're good?
Make sure the
find out in a
Christmas
second.
lights right behind them.
Let's see. Well, wait a minute and see who
Oh,
it is.
he's hiding back there.
But I'm going to take a second. And
Oh,
here
I
he
see
comes.
it.
He
I
comes.
see it.
I see a beard, and I see red and white, and I see a lady with him. We're going to have to wait a second.
Guess who it is? It's Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Where
They
does Santa-
heard about this wonderful parade and city and wanted to come be a part of it for part of their vacation.
He's got his eyes on you. That's right.
Remember to stay good. Santa is always checking. Oh, he's got the reindeer with him as well.
Santa and the reindeer, they summer in South Norfolk.
Who knew?
Who knew that this is the place to be for the summer? Well,
Well,
as always, Santa is bringing up the tail end of the parade, followed by our Chesapeake Police Department. We want to thank you for joining us today. It has been a great time here in South Norfolk. As always, we're excited to be down here. We want to encourage you to watch Chesapeake Television.
and it's shown throughout the rest of the month.
That's right. You'll be able to see this the rest of the month. You can see it on our social media. Chesapeake is live on YouTube, on Facebook, Twitter. You can follow us all over the place. Chesapeake Television, Cox 48, Verizon 43. You can see our TV coverage online. It is a great way to keep up with everything that's going on here in the city of Chesapeake. Again, Jeff Rowland, thank you for being here.
Glad to be with you today.
Always a pleasure.
Steve.
Thanks-
All righty, buddy.
Thanks to the South Norfolk Civic League and everybody who made it possible. We appreciate you. Have a happy 4th, and we'll see you soon.
Happy birthday, America.